Welcome back, ladies and gents. We're going to have the resolution of the last cliffhanger. I'm going to do this upgrade. And I'm going to lose a bunch of troops. Break in to help the defenders. You'll lose as many as 84 troops may be lost. And that's just from me, I think. You and most of your men may get through, but I personally may lose 84, and I think each companion, each other party will lose a certain amount. And much more, because I have more, higher skill, you know, that minus 25% when we go in. Here we go. You fought your way through the attackers to reach the gates. Defenders open them quickly to let you through. When the gates are safely closed behind you, you take a quick tally, only to see you have lost the following: 12 infantry, 5 ranged troops, and 7 cavalry. So only 24. That's not bad at all. But other parties of my army lost 60. So 84 troops. It applied to everybody. I was mistaken on that. All right, let's see what happens here. Continue. I'm going to help Charis. Okay, there's one there. There are actually 4 of them. They're just that old bug that's been around for years, is they're not visual. They don't actually render. You can't see them. So we're going to help Charis. And we're going to attack. Now, the question is, are they fire onagers? Because that would help greatly.
Follow your sergeants!
No, they're regular onagers. Well, that's not ideal, but I got to get out of here anyway. You go right there. Go, go, go. I'm going to see if I can get on that. Right there. The goal is to take out the towers. At least... Oh, they are fire pit onagers. Okay. Wait a minute. Where's the towers? There's one right there. They're so close. This is such a close... I gotta go on this. No, this is the only one that's fire. Okay. Turn. I think they're too close. Oh, they got one. Oh, Hans, there's that level I was talking about. Okay, that's as low as I can. That's it. So I'm not going to be able to take out that ram, because that's as close as I can fire. And you can see it was too... Yeah, it's too far. They're already too close. Oh, the ram is really hurt already. So let's go back. Let's see if we can take out some of these soldiers. I can't tell if they've got another tower or not. We took out one tower. Since they were so close, the AI hit it. Well, see, I can't. It's too close. So what that means is you grab a fire pot. Load it here. Then take over. Come on. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. I want to do that again. I don't know if I can. Because they are really... No. Let me put in there. There you go. All right, let's try again. Same. That's as low as I can go. Woo! Boy. All right, that's what you got to do. You guys scroll that down while I'm grabbing another fire pot. No. I'm going to put it in. No, I dropped it. Doggone it. Well, I'm going to fire this anyway. I won't hit anything. Grab another fire. Are they close enough for me to throw? Where is that? It's that ram that I'm looking for. Can I get through here without getting hit? Oh, man, when you jump, you drop the fire pot. That's not good. Where is the ram? Right there. Ha! Got it! It was already damaged so much that I think... Oh, no, I didn't. They're still doing it. It was just the roof that collapsed. Hang on, got to take out that ram. There it is. Now we're cooking with fire. Literally. Okay, where is everybody at? Throw for all you're worth, Hans. I actually threw too far. I've only got 3 pots left after this, and I think they'll put one in the... All right, go. Very good. Oh, Come on. You got me caught again here, buddy. It's really ridiculous that you can't pick up the fire pot if you drop it. Ah, they're giving up? Ha ha! I did not expect that. That's what happens when you knock out the towers. I think they only had one tower, though. And the battering ram. They lose their will to fight because they have to then climb up a ladder facing axes, spears, arrows, with no protection. Okay. We only killed 64, though. They just had low morale to start with. But I only lost one, Bowman. We only lost 14 overall. Dead. We'll get those 13 back. They're just wounded. So, well, I was not expecting them to give up that soon. But that is the goal, is always to get rid of their siege equipment. Because they don't like it.
Enough.
It really lowers their morale.
We are at your...
I give up. I give up.
4, 5. I think that's 5. 6,
I yield.
7,
Stop.
8. I think that's 8, and yet I'm still a minimum of 84 troops down. More than that, because we lost 14 more during the battle. So 98. Let's just say 100. Take all these prisoners. 882 prisoners. You know how much money that's going to be? Although it will let us look and see. We're going to return to Charis. Unfortunately, I didn't get a attribute point. I need this to be 5. Because I really, really need that 250 in leadership. And I'm screwed with it. Well, I'm not screwed, but it's going to be more difficult. I really want that 5th party. I'm not going to be able to get it. So instead, I guess I'll put it in to... Bow seems like a waste, because I do kill... I mean, the only time I use the bow is during sieges. What does roguery give us? 10 prisoner limit. Again, not looking at the governor, because governor does nothing for me. The player character can never be the governor. Siege camp preparation speed. As we move further into the game, 5% melee damage by troops. Yeah, I know I say melee. 5% melee damage by troops in your formation. There, is that better? Okay, let's go. I'll go with that. More damage. You know, I'm all about the damage and the survivability. Okay, is there any of these troops? 49 recruitable? Militia, highborn. Battanian. Definitely going to take those Battanian archers. Who's got the least amount of archers? 19. You got 20, 27, 23. So they'll go to you, Sheena. And then we're going to ransom everybody but the lords. Well, maybe not everybody. We'll see what we got here. Since I had all of the prisoners, I'll just look through this. Yeah, there is no prisoners that I'd want to keep, so we'll take that 60,000. Although if we have a huge amount of... No, we just got 20 militia, so that's fine. And then we'll throw these guys. First, I want to look at all the clans. My standing is 188 with Gundovring, 68 with Vagarvering. I know I'm butchering these names. Okay, so Vagaroving owns Rimtol Castle and Sianon, and I only have 68 standing with them. So what I will do, maybe these guys are close enough over here. Let's see if I can sell some stuff. After we kill the cows, the hogs, and the... I almost said chickens, because I just sent out cows, hogs, and chickens. It just rolled naturally off my tongue. Do they have any food? Yeah, they got some. How much do we have? We got plenty. I can give you that. And that. Okay. And I'll take your dates and beer, though. Because you didn't really have enough to make a difference to yourself, but you can make a difference to me. Yeah, we got herding penalty since we got so many troops versus number of horses now. Yeah, I don't think any of these are going to be worth keeping. The question is, so that's 60 and another 22, so that's 82,000. And minus 17, that's fine, I'll take that. How are we looking? We're not even wounded that heavily. Let's jump out and see if we can... What is the slowest army here? Slowest party here? 3.0? Yeah, and you are a 1... We're going to go for you. Of course, we're going to be slower because we also have the... Ah! You attacked the villagers. What a clown. That was dumb of you. Oh, he got away. See, even though he just fought, the size of our army prevents us from catching him. Even though he fought a battle and we jumped directly in, he's still faster. So anyway, let's run to see if I can make it to Sianon. I do want to dump all these guys. Dismiss from army. He's still 3 days away. Yeah, I was hoping to draw him closer to this side of the map. Recruit. And we're going to go straight to Sianon. My goal here is if I can get to Sianon with at least 3 or 4 of these lords, I'll dump them in the Sianon dungeon, and that'll get me up from that 68 standing. Because as we all know, when you dump lords in the dungeon of a... Where are they going? That's the Valandians? Maybe they're going to Sargo. That would be ideal if they go to Sargo. If they gather up a force, Sargo, they're not going to attack Sargo. It's looked like it was 600 troops almost. Vildur is 299. He's already got half his forces wounded. I don't know if he can stop the siege of Penkanok. Although that was a huge Azrai army we just fought. More than 2,000 at the beginning. He got it. All right. Way to go. And it looks like so far no one has escaped from me. Didn't I just... excuse me. Didn't I just take a perk that lowered your chance of escaping? I don't remember, but I think I did. May have been in the last episode. I think. All right. They're going for Abcomer now. Drumor's taken. That's good. That's right over here. Okay, let's dump these. They put troops in the settlement. Wow. Dump these in a dungeon and get that bonus to standing. It tells you on the bottom here, that's 22. We're at 68, 78, 88. We're at 90 now. 97. Let's see if that is true. No, it only went to 76. Well, that was lying to us, wasn't it? Let's dump some more in there then. Screw it. I'm going to dump them all in there and be done with it. 83. 98. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. Let's... no, I don't want to recruit anything here. Let's see if we can trade some more. Should have more money here. They got 110,000. It's amazing that they got such a good economy, but don't have any troops. It's probably why they got such a good economy. We still had to put... My lords had to give them troops, which is odd. I got so much here. We'll take that long glaive and that avalanche so I don't accidentally sell it. Then I'm going to go through this and try to get rid of some of this very expensive stuff. Already. All right, another 110,000. So basically 200,000 between the battle loot and the stuff I just sold. And I still probably got $1 million worth of stuff on me. But what we want to do now is run down here to Uthalem, grab some archers. We don't need a whole lot. Owner of Druamore. Don't really care as long as it's not me. Urk, who owns Carban Seth? Does either of you guys own Carban Seth? No. But you're closer. Everything you own is Valandian. Also, I was looking at the last video because I had to do some work on that last video. Even after I uploaded it, I had left that 24 minutes worth of dead air in there. So I found out something about YouTube that I did not know before. I was able to directly edit the video even after it had been uploaded, and I deleted that 24 minutes of dead air. And I was surprised. I thought I was just going to have to delete the entire video and then edit it and then re-upload it. But I was able to just clip off the first 24 minutes, which was really 26 minutes and 55 seconds total. So I was very surprised about that. Pleasantly surprised, I may say. YouTube's come a long way. I think I joined YouTube in 2008. But they've made strides. Wait, was that who I wanted to give that to? 28, 29? Yeah, we'll give it to you, Magnus. Get them some archers. And again, I was watching an episode of Archer before I started filming this. I had the last 3 seasons of Archer. I'm in season 10 now. Really the last 5 seasons are really wild. He's got 30. You know what? We'll bump you up, buddy. We'll just go to 34. And since I'm over here, I've got to try to get some Valandian... But Joe, wake up. Sturgian troops. It would be a shame to be this close and not try to grab a few. And I only want infantry. Although, let me look at this. What did I lose? I'll grab this couple of archers. He'll turn into an archer. Can we get into Omar still? Yeah, we're at peace with the Khuzaits at the moment. Nothing's going on over here except Abcomer, and that's almost got to be the Valandians. Because they can't... There's no way they could attack a town. They don't have the forces. So let's head to Chornabus, Scorn, and Omor after this. Because usually if you want infantry, you got to go to that. These towns right here are going to have the noble-style troops or the mostly horse troops. Did we go in here? Did I miss it? There we go. There's some infantry, even though I'll just take everybody. And I'll jump into Omor. See what they have, if they've got anything above recruits. I've still got some... There we go. Oh, no, you are actually full, so we will give it to you. Oh, you can only have one. We'll give that picked warrior. Sounds like I'm saying pick, P-I-C-T, pick. If you're familiar with the Hyborian Age, the Picts, P-I-C-T-S, was a quote-unquote race of savages. That's in a Conan world. All right, we'll take you. And you and you. And you. Okay. If they've got any beer or date fruit, I'll take the beer. They don't have any dates. And I'm going to hit score just to see if they have anything above a recruit. Actually, I'll take everything because I'm going to replace my companion. We'll start with Magnus.
I'm at your side.
If you have, let's see what you have, buddy. Since we're all the way over here, we got to. I would take that militia. And you just got a lot of Valandians, so we'll just do this. We'll just give you all 22. And I'll take down... Whoa, that was too much. All right, there. So there's still 22 that I could give you. I would rather you have Sturgeon than Valandian. We're just going to dump all of that. Since we're here in Sturgia land... Let's see if I can hit still just Abcomer. I think. Something else going on there? No, still just Abcomer. Somebody's attacking Verone, and it's not us. So who's the Azrayat with besides us now? No. Who is attacking them? I don't see any of our armies. So I don't know who's attacking Verone Castle. Jorg's army is going there to siege? Hang on, I'm locked again. This is the dumbest mechanic of any game I've ever seen in my life, where they lock you. They lock the map just because you're here. Like, I still don't have scouts all over the map. The reason I can see all this is we have scouts. Or the towns and the cities and the villages are static, so they'll be on a map. But everything else is telling us about is due from scouts roaming the lands. But all of a sudden, when I go into a village, I no longer can receive reports from scouts. That's ridiculous. I'm going to even try to go to Balgard. And on the way back, we'll hit Varcheg. You know, this is... I don't get the opportunity to come over to this side of the map very often, but I do need to do it. Because, you know, I'm all about the Sturgian troops. I got 77 archers. Well, actually, I got 77 archers and 8 that would turn into archers. That's more than 80. I don't need to get any more archers. Just infantry. We'll hit Safn and then Balgard. Since Balgard is... They're still Sturgian. 7, 28, 29, 30, 31. Actually, you know what? I said I'd take them all and then replace...
I'm at your service.
Yes, you are, my son. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And we'll dump the Valandians. Give me something other than recruits, please. I don't really want to get... These guys are going to be hard up. Yeah, I don't want to take any of their... I'm going to look at their hats, though, while we're here. 54 hats, right there. They may have one that's cheaper also. That's still, there it is, 54. Notice they're both 54. They both weigh 380. I'm sorry. But this one was 176,000, and this is 206,000. So why wouldn't you get this one? Again, they're both 54. All of my troops have... All of my family members have at least 54. But while I'm over here, I'm going to go ahead and buy this one. Because I don't get over here this often. What kind of armor do they have? They've got the good quality. Alright, that's infantry. And that's horse. Whoo, man. Karen has good infantry armor. The 57, 20, and 16 I consider infantry. But I also consider this infantry. This is just better infantry. Because legs are the least important for infantry. Ella, the captain, has got horse armor. That's fine. I mean, that's acceptable. You've got horse armor. And I'm not going to spend that kind of money on you guys because you're wanderers that I purchased. You're not family members. All right, we'll take everybody but you. Let's look at this. How many... See if you have any militia. You do not. You don't have any traders. You got 39 Valandians up. But before I give you all of these, let me make sure that you don't have any militia. You got 1 spearman. All right, I'll give you that dude. And you got 45. She had... Let's just give you... all of that. And then we'll take you back down to 189. And I'll jump back in here and donate these to the garrison. Since you're way out here on the tip of the spear. All right, let's head back in this direction. Rebels and Tial, all right. So both Sibir and Tial have rebelled against the Khuzaits, which is good. It diminishes their income. And they will have to retake them if they want the cities back, which will diminish their fighting capability, even if it's only a little bit. I'm going to see if I can get any more. Yeah, I'll take the beer from here. Do I need anything else? I'll take the butter and cheese. There's not much of it to be had. I don't need... Yeah, I'll take the olives. Well, there's only 1. That's good. I guess I'll... we're fine. I'm going to take all of these recruits except for you. Then we'll help you
I
replace.
match.
So you got 33. One too many. Then we'll take this back again to get you to 189. And this time, since this is not our town, I'm just going to dump the troops. I'm not going to give them to the garrison. Well, you can't give the garrison of a foreign power anyway. Sturgian recruit. There you go. I don't need any more. Really, I don't need any more archers at this time. All right, we'll hit scoring again. I mean, I've got the time. There's nothing happening at the moment. We'll take all of you. This time I'm going to replace some of the troops Magnus has. All right, we're going to give you all of the... all the way down to 432, and we'll take some of those Valandian recruits from you. There we go. Now you've only got 10. That looks a little bit better. We'll hit Chornobas again. And I'm going to hit Rodobas, Varcheg, and Kargriv. Take all of you.
I match your command.
No, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the last 10 here that you have. Or however many I just took. However many I can give you, I will. 32. We'll take all 10. Boom. That worked out perfectly. Twist of fate, you might say. All right, let's head to Rodobas. Man, they're taking their time with Abcomer. No one's even bothering to go there. Jorg. I think they're mad that I'm not declaring peace with the Valandians. How many... do we have a lot of... we have 25 of their lords. They have 5 of ours. The Azurai only have 1 of ours, and we have 17 Azurai. So we're winning just everywhere. Again, once I've replenished my forces, I'm heading right back to start on Hangard. I do believe. Here I am pressing R, trying to get me to go back to here, and that's X4. Not hit this. Okay, we'll take all of you. Butter and cheese. Magnus, we've already completed Magnus's conversion to Sturgeon. At least as far as the Vlandian troops go. So we'll take you down. And we got to upgrade. Now we're hitting Varcheg. Well, they either gave up and moved to Atlantic Hen, and then it looks like they just gave up there also. All right, everybody but you and you. Let's work on you some more. We've got 23 still. I think that was 22. Let's see. Yep. We are at Varcheg, so I will jump into Varcheg and give those troops, these 22 Valandian recruits, to the garrison, just in case they need them. Then we're going to hit Kargriv. And this way, by as you already know, I say this probably every video, that by ensuring that my children, my other party members, have Sturgeon troops, that means I can recruit from them if I need to. I didn't mean to get that archer, but I've got it now. All right, you've only got 1 Valandian, so I'll give you that guy, and I'll take the Valandian. Don't get me wrong, Valandian Sergeant's got a good spear, but it takes a long time to get them to Sergeant, and I'd rather have these other units. All right, 14, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13. Well, that's close. 5, 10, 11. Oops, 1 too many. We'll give you back that recruit. And that one. You're still one short, so I'm going to give you this guy. What's going on here? Oh, this is prisoners. Oh my goodness. Let's try this again. I was wondering why that wasn't working. All right, I wanted to give you that guy. There we go. Much better, much better. And let's see. I can just dump these others. And then grab. I'm going to have to grab one from... Is Milk Org? I don't know. Is Milk Org? Get that last Sturgian troop for me. They're back at Abcomer. Jorg may be going there. He's going to... It says Abcomer to defend, but he's not really, so I'm not sure what's going on there. I'll take you and then head back. Let's swing in this direction just to see what's going on here. I'm going to save as, since I've got a full party again, just in case. What do the Vlandians? They want to pay us? I bet they want us to pay them. Yeah, see, they want us to pay them 1660, and we're crushing them left and right. Ragenvad would be all over that. He'd accept that. Not me. I think Jorg finally made his way over here and he got him. Yeah. So we're going to head to... I'm going to head to Hungard. Well, may as well go get Ormondfard. Pendrake, maybe. Yeah, we'll go for Ormondfard because Ormondfard is the actual Vlandian culture. Nope, not going to make peace with the Vlandians. What's going on here? I don't know, but they just wiped somebody up. I think that guy was able to run down a party, and then Jorg's army jumped in to help him. Can we make it to Ormondfard? Again, my goal is to take these far areas up here so that if the Azerai decide to jump on them, they got to come way up here. You know, I could come down here and take Sargo right now or Usank or Garantor, but that's too close to Azerai land for right now because my goal is to get rid of these Vlandians. The sieged castle. They've got 13 days of food and only 129 garrisons, so it's not worth even attempting to starve them out for 129 troops. As I said in the last video, they're hurting for money. Imagine you own 6 towns and all of a sudden you don't own any. 33 hit points to Rams. That's 25 build speed for projects and a governor in town. Again, I don't ever anticipate him being governor. But I'm going with the hit points for the equipment. Got another upgrade? No. It's a recruit. Prisoner recruit. Yeah, I know it's a little odd taking all that time to go all the way over there and recruit Sturgian prisoners and then attack something knowing they're just going to dump them all in the castle, but it's still more Sturgians than I would have had to start with if I hadn't gone over there. And also, since I am the leader of the faction, after we take this, I will be able to pull out any troops that I want from the garrison. Up, oh, another horse upgrade. Is that a caravan? Yep. Abcomer. Boy, they're really, really hyper-focused on Abcomer. It must be the only thing they can even realistically attack. Assuming it's the Valandians. They just don't have the power for anything else, apparently. What is there? No. Nope. Not going to do it. Another 1410. It was 1200 the last couple of times. Now it's up to 1410. They really don't like this. What is their 6,267? Although they've inflicted more casualties. We have 18 towns. They have 0. We have 17 castles. They have 7. And they're raiding like crazy. Of course, nothing I can do about the raids. I'm looking around. I'm not worried about an army coming up on me, but I'm just checking to see if there's anything else being sieged because the Azrai is still out there. I don't know what they're doing. Is that Pin Canuck being sieged now? Yeah, that may be the Azrai, Pin Canuck. Which still, I'm fine with that. I'm not going to do anything about it. I noticed that we don't have... I'm not exactly sure why no one's creating armies. But let's get this taken care of. Well, right there. There we go. That was quick. They're running out of influence to build these things. Oh, wait, there's one in the back I didn't see. I thought it was gone. Take that back. Get that ballista. There we go. Now we'll try it. There we go. And am I still on? See, I lost a troop when they hit us. I'm just going to take one of you guys because I can give you to one of my companions after we're done here. Lead the assault. This is the exact same layout as I told you. This tower is going to go all the way back here up that dirt ramp. And this tower is going to come right over here. So I always run over to the right, so that's what I'm going to do. I always run over to the right because as I said in the previous video, I just believe that to be the best position for me. I'm not going to change anything. I'm going to leave it right where the AI had it and see what happens. The horse is going haywire again. Alright, too far. I need down and to the right a tad. So we're going to just one tap down and one tap right. And then see what happens. It'll take at least 2 for that to zero in on that new range. Or that new position. That horse is starting to annoy me because he's hitting my guy. Let's try this. See where this one goes. Ooh, almost perfect. Alright, I'm going to tap just tad down, and I'm going to leave it right where it's at, as far as left to right. I'm going to come down some more. I think there's more of them underneath the overhang. Take out the overhang so I can get to them. That horse is getting wider and wider in its circles. Did you notice that? Well, at least he stopped running around like a chicken with his head cut off. There we go. Champions. Take them out. And Banner Knights, every day of the week, I'd like to take them out. I think that tower's in the way of the trajectory, so I'll wait just a moment. Now we go. Yeah. Let him get down there. Okay, I think I'm going to switch to the right now, to where the tower's going. Try to zero in on that. Ooh, just about 2 foot too short. So we'll tap it up, see what happens. I'm not moving left or right. A little better. I'm not making any changes and let it go again. Very good. Come on, let me get at least one more in before that thing makes contact. Ooh. Bump it up just a little bit more and launch it one more and see what happens. That's what I'm talking about. Hans gaining skill point in engineering. Now 225. That's a new perk. Come on, come on, come on. Can I get one more in? Don't let that tower drop. That up too far. I think that's it. I'm going to run in now. The horse is well and gone. Well and truly gone. I don't know where he... Oh, there he is over there. Way over yonder. By the way, I'm holding the tilde key. Hold the tilde key, and you can freely rotate the camera without changing the facing of your unit. Tilde is the key to the left of the 1 key, and under the escape key on a... I don't know if these are called US keyboards or what they're... 101 keyboard, something like that. Don't stand here. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. Don't stand here. Move. Move. Get out of the way. Sometimes that AI. That's always been an issue right there. See that? On this exact castle layout, that's always been an issue. Who's shooting at me? You? Right there was shooting at me. You Batanian? Oh! Oh, that's my guy. Oh! Again, my icon just blended in with the wall, the white covered, snow covered wall. Figures. All right. I still hear them yelling over here. Is there still combat going on over here? Oh, yeah, there is. There we go. That music says that we don't have to do a keep battle. I only lost 7. That's very good. I got 17, and I got that perk. I got 1 in athletics. That's very good. We'll take all you prisoners. Get my 7 upgrades. We're going to show mercy, continue. Let me get my perk in engineering. Camp preparation speed. Wait a minute. Change chance to remove negative modifiers on looted items. +5 armor to all equipped armor pieces of troops in your formation. Well, that's the infantry. I don't really care about the siege camp preparation because generally I have an army large enough that I want it to be. I want them to try to break us. And the damage is fine, but you know I've always said I'm going to go with this. 5% armor at all equipped. That's 5% to the helm, the shoes, the gloves, everything. 5% to the breastplate. So that's 5% per piece. Definitely going to take that. Was I the only one that got anything? Yippers. Okay. Manage the garrison. What do we got here? I don't need any. I don't want them to have champions, though. And heroes. Highborn warriors. Alright, everybody else I'll leave. Look at it, only 10. You gave literally, almost, well, not literally, 90% of her forces, her ranged forces, to the doggone garrison. It is slightly annoying. I wish there was a screen like here for your parties. When you click on this, it says you can change their wages, right? There should be another button that you click, and it says party composition. And you say, okay, she can have 189. I want her to have, 200 or 120 infantry, X number of archers, and X number of horse. And that's what she always maintains. But unfortunately, the developers of the game are not that intelligent, or doesn't think that would be useful. Which just shows how unintelligent they are, actually. Okay. I've got too many prisoners. Let's look at the dungeon. You know what? I'm not gonna put any in the dungeon. Oh, I didn't want to jump out. Oh, unfortunately, if I jump back in, I think they're gonna give more troops. That's fine. I was gonna jump. I meant to look at the management of the castle. Let's give you some troops. There. All right, now where do we want to go? Well, since I'm so close to Drillmore and Funky Tormelina, I'm going to grab some archers again. Pinkennock is going to be gone before I can even get there. There's only 138 left, even if I head in that direction. So I guess at the least, no. I was going to take all, but I don't want the Falksman. 11, I'm still going to... 25, 18, and 12. I'll give them to you. We'll hit Funky Tormelina. At least I'll find out when Pinkennock falls. I'll find out who is taking it. Vildur? Ah, it was the Azerite, so that's understandable. Take all of you guys. I guess... Yeah, I'm gonna have to take more than that because we're shoot. We're well and truly down. So I'll take everybody. If I can get the mouse to work properly, or more correctly, my hand to work properly. Honor of Ormondfard is going to be... All right, Uruk, you're the one on Revolt, and it's right there. Fafin owns Ox Hall. You know what? I'm going to give it to Uruk. I don't know if that's Uruk or Uruk. I'm just going to say it however it comes out of my mouth. He's not complaining. The Azrai want peace. Of course, they took a town. Now they want peace. That's the way the AI operates. Whoa, where are you? Oh, that's not me. We'll just take everybody here. Magnus, we'll get you up to 30 maybe? 29. I'm going to hit Lindorn, and then Pendraic, and then Glentor, and then come back to the right. Wind up in Rimtol, I think. I'll go ahead and hit Glentor now, then go to Pendraic, and then come back and hit Glentor again. A day might change. You might get one or two more archers out of it as I travel back and forth there. $37. Looking good. Now I can move on to, well, Sheena. She's got the lowest amount of ranged units. And I'm still down one. I'm going to take a shot and hit Glinter again on our way back to Flintog. She got one. Ah, there's 4 more. Very good. 33, 20. We'll give them to you. Finn. All right, we're going to hit Flintog. I realize there's an L there, and I keep saying Flintog. But that's all right. You know what I mean. I'm looking at it. There's some heroes. All right, I'm going to hit Uthalim and Siordis. Somebody's going for Lannick Hen. But we're already... Vilder, he's on the ball, at least as far as retaking Pinconok. Once I've replenished my forces, I'm going to come over here and see what this size of this Azrai army is, if that's still the Azrai, the same army that took Pinconok. Because if we can pop it down, that'll help us in the long run. Finn the captain. Calling parties to an army, you're not going to be doing that. Experience the troops in your formation. Party size. There we go. So now we've got 10 more troops we've got to get you. So look at 35, 28, and 38. Definitely going to Finn. We hit Siordis. The Valandians again. No, I don't think so. You made your bed, now sleep in it. I'm going to hit Ismilk Org again. Mazadon, Kranarog, Rodobos, Varcheg, and Kargreave. I think. That music, that particular soundtrack always makes me think the game is ending. Something is ending. What are the Azrai? Pinconok, we got it back. Okay, they want to pay us $960. Let's see if that changes after the day ticks over and we've got Pinconok back. $960. Gotta be careful here because I don't... It shows 37, but remember I got that 5 extra from Pinconok, and I don't actually want to recruit up to 437. Let's get this out of the way now. Vilder, these are 2 new names. You own Revel, Aster, Ustakol, Druamore, and Flintog. Now that's, at least you're in Botania land. What is this? Oh man, you're rich. You're very rich. All right, even though this guy, it makes more sense to give it to this guy because he owns everything in that his Botania holdings. I'm going to give it to Bovine because Bovine needs a little more income. And eventually that castle, because they don't garrison him like I do, that castle will make him money. Whew, there's nothing there. I think we're approaching... That still says 37. It needs to click over. Let me check that again. Yeah, it's back down to 32 now. This is much better. Are you full? Nope, one more troop. We'll give you infantry. And for you, I think you can go to 201, so we'll just give you... Whoa, all of that. Fair enough. Now let's hit Varcheg. And then Kargreave. Kargrev. Water. Ah, water's so good. Okay. Everybody but you 2 archers. So not you. And not you. I want you guys up here. There we go. 201. I actually read that 442 is 432. That's how I was misreading that. 88, 89. Actually, I'm going to go ahead. Ooh, I know you got... Oh, I know what it is. Let me get out of the town and do this again.
I'm...
Yes, you are. Okay. We want to go... I want me to go to 432. There. So let's take all of the Valandians. And the rest of these... Boom. Oh, where am I at? Is this Cargrav? No, okay. I'm gonna dump you and then run down to Cargrav and we'll top her off there. If Sheena would probably recruit herself. Yeah, she did. But let's see if we've got, yeah, we'll take the higher tier troops here. And the rest of these. Because again, I'd rather them have Sturgian recruits. Let's see what Magnus has.
I'm at your service.
As far as recruits go, you've got 10. No traders or militia. It's hard to tell what they picked up. You've got 8. All right, let's give you... that. Take all 8 of those. That's a good tune right there, that beginning. As a drummer, I enjoy that part of it. Okay, I think... I'm just going to take some of these back and back you back up to 201. And we'll talk to Sheena. Well, you don't really have anybody to get rid of either. But I'm going to top you off. That's 8 and 40. Okay, that puts me at 432. You got a lot of horse troops. So let's... I'm going to take the raider from you. I saw a caravan guard. That's what I was looking for. Caravan guard. I'm not a fan of the caravan guards. I'll use them if I have to, but... I mean, I personally won't use them, I don't think. I guess if I have to. Alright. Now let's head back over here. They're on Pen Canuck again. I want to see the size of this army. Vilder's... He's in battling with 3... Yeah. He was just in battle with someone. Let's get back to Pen Canuck. Again, I'm going to save. Dazrai's been taking prison. That's where he just had a battle and he took some prisoners. Now he's heading back up to Pen Canuck, I think. No, he's going to Jacqueline. Okay, I guess he's going to dump off his prisoners. He's not interested in engaging this guy with combat again, whoever this is. I want to see how big this party is. I'm guessing they're not very large because this has only got 189 defenders. And it's taken them a while. We want to go right there. And do I have my glaive back? Let's look at what we got upgrades here. If we can take out this army, I'm going to get back right back to the Valandian. All right, Jenny the captain, you can have disorganized. Definitely want disorganized state. Make sure I've put my glaive and avalanche back. Shoot. There we go. Come on, come on. It's down to 117. Yeah, we'll make it, but I'm not waiting till morning. I'm jumping right on them. Looks like it's probably an army of around 600. So the rain is going to hamper the range units and the horses. Oh, this is the same. I hope they wasn't just damaged. I think they were. Because used to be you'd spawn in, they'd fall off a cliff, it would kill them. So I think I just... Most of my cavalry, I think, just got wounded.
Move!
They're coming towards us, so we're going to do the same thing we did before.
Cavalry, forward! Troops,
I really dislike that there's 4
move!
ranged cavalry and the regular cavalry. Horse archers. But I'll deal with it. They may set up in a fashion that leaves their cavalry across the river. Let's see what they do if they come to us or they just cross the river and hold. Make sure that my guys are holding fire. No, their calves coming across that one wing. Their right wing of calves coming across. They've got 94 horse. Why are you running so far behind everybody else? You get caught up on a train somewhere, buddy? All right, we're going to shield wall. We're going to come back here. I'm going to raise you guys up a little bit. I don't want you to wrap too far around here on the right or the left. I do want you elevated. You guys come right back here. Yeah, that'll be perfect. All right, archers, go ahead and open up. You know it's dark, and you have a decreased range. But it looks like the rain stopped. Yeah, they're not going to be able to hit much in the dark. That's just the way it is. All right, let's go ahead and get the horse involved.
Charge! Fire at will!
They got it. They spread way out. Yeah, they're going to get off to the side and have those guys throwing axes at them. I got to be careful of the javelins. Ooh. It's just so dark for me. Throw that in with the elevation changes. Boy, that guy took 4 hits from the axe. And he took 1 because I was moving. We had that speed bonus. All right, just hang in there. Hang in there, guys. Stay in that wall. Let them wrap around your sides and let the archers take them out. Just keep those shields up. Don't throw that. Man, he's getting pelted, but it's really difficult for me to see down there. It's so he's wearing dark and the ground is dark. All right, the horse are coming in now. They must have taken care, except for the next wave. Yes, they've taken care of the enemy horse. The next wave is making their way over. So I want my horse back. I don't want them going across the bridge like I see them doing. So come back. Come back over here, guys. We want them to come to us. We have the positioning. How's my archers? All right, pause. You've used a lot of ammo. Let's see if they're coming toward us or running away. They're running away. All right, everybody. Doggone it. I didn't realize they were already running away. I just saw their second wave spawn in.
Fire!
Also, I saw the comment on the previous video, not the one that's out, the most current one that you guys can see. Talked about the narration with the pigs and cowards. Oh, what did I hit there? You know, there used to be an issue right here. It still is. I reported this maybe 3 or 4 years ago. This is an invisible wall right here. And I reported this with video. You can probably still go on the forums and find that. Showing this invisible wall. And here it is, 4 years later, still there. I even turned my camera to show them Pin Canuck so that they could see exactly where I was at. My gosh. Ever since that, the only guy that ever engaged properly in the forums, of the Steam forums, left the company a couple of years ago. He seemed to be, and then Mexico, the only one who really, well, I won't say it, but Mexico left, and that's bad. All right. You are my prisoner?
We are
2? Only 2? All right. Everything looks good there. Skill put in leadership, both Finn and Sheena. That's very good. I'm going to try to just jump in. And we'll lose a few. Well, no, I'm going to give them to my children because I want them to get... They get a little bit of point in roguery every time they turn in. I'm going Steed Killer. Every time they turn in prisoners, you get a little roguery skill. Assuming it's not red and you can get some out of it. Let's talk to you.
Your command.
Actually, you know what? Magnus is the youngest.
I'm at your service.
And I still remember I want to get him a wife. I'll take the... No. Yeah, I'll take the Battanian. Archer. Then give you 111. Let's see what Finn has, if anything, for me. Battanian Youth, Battanian Hero. Give you 259. May wind up stuffing Sheena anyway. I usually go left or right, but this time I started with Magnus. 1 Battanian Youth. And you got 3. Yeah, we're going to have to... We got a lot of Battanian archers. Let's jump into Pencanak. They've got 102 defenders only. They had 193 last time I checked. Look, they gave so many troops. All right, we're going to recruit, and I'm going to pop them in the garrison. Every little bit helps. I'm going to trade. I don't really care about the troop movement speed. I typically will not lock that because I just don't use it. So it'll just be sold here. There's not a lot of money to work with. This is going to take the majority of it right there. And this will leave me about 200 some odd in the hole, so we'll just live with it for now. Yeah, I'm sure. I don't think we got very wounded either. Let's see how many troops they gave away. All right, so 17. All right. Let's leave. What's your archer situation look like? 30, 28, and 31. Let's check what's going on around the map. I don't know what Vilder's going. It says he's traveling to Jacqueline, but it's said that for quite some time, even when I was over here coming up this direction. That's okay. So all Valania can do now is attack villages. So let's go and get Pendrake Castle. We'll head in that direction. I'll start by hitting Abcomer. Nope. We'll hit Lanarkhen, and then we'll go through Imlog. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Is this an actual lord? Jump in there, buddy. Help him. Help him. Do they got him? 85, 70? Yeah, I think they got him. This is a town, a village battle, and I don't want to get involved. Let's see if make sure that they can handle this. Oh, they got away. Can we run them down? We don't have the... No, they're too fast, the small parties. All right. Yeah, you might need some help, buddy. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, my goodness. They're just too fast. They're too fast. What about you? Yep, you're going to need some help if I can get over there. Nope, never mind. Can't get there. I need to call some Sturgians to my party and go around recruiting because they don't have enough units. That's a problem. Because those Valandians, you know, they all, you know, there'll be 10 of them right here. And then if one of them jumps someone, they all jump on them. And that's not just the Valandians. That's the AI does that for everybody when they got those small parties. They just dogpile. You've got 35. Let's hit Aster. I wish you would make up your mind. You're going to Lanarkhen to siege. How many we got here? You've got 9. Okay, that's plenty. There's more than we can recruit. 30. We'll go with you. And then we're going to hit Lindorn. Actually, I'm going to jump into Dunlanny's. Stop putting troops. Why? We've had Dunlanny's for years. Why are they still short of troops? I don't understand that. I figured they've got some money, and they do. Notice we get mostly garbage now because the guys we're fighting are not rich kingdoms anymore. I'm just going to hold on to that stuff. 33, almost 40 grand is enough. All right, let's hit Lindorn, then Glinter. Actually, I'm going to come over here and hit Gunat now, Glenlithrig, and maybe Torliad because we still need a heck of a lot of troops. Well, I say a heck of a lot. We need a few more. More than I think we'll get out of Glinter and Pendrake. And we're looking pretty good at the moment as far as range troops are concerned. Pencanak is being sieged again. Well, I guess we'll take these recruits. Magnus, are you full? No. And you're not full either. I thought you were. Torliad. How many did she get? I can't. Oh, that icon from that villagers was in my way, and I couldn't see it. All right, you need 2, and you need 10, so that's 12. That's more than we can recruit here. What are you doing, Vilder? Pencanak to defend. Pencanak only has 173. Let me hit Gainseth and then Pencanak. And I think this will be the second army back-to-back that we will have smashed here for Pencanak. Let's see if that's enough. Nope, we need one more. The Azari's got to be hurting. Plus, they have to come so far when they constitute their armies. They got to come all the way from the south. Jenny getting some skill. 190, 202 tourism. Who wants peace? Making peace with Azarite. You know, the thing is, they haven't even started the battle yet. That means I'm not going to be hampered by the garrison. If I make peace with Azarite right now, one of the other factions will just declare war on us. Probably the Kuzate, since they already... I didn't even realize they had Ortiz. When did that happen? Wow. I didn't realize the Kuzates were way the heck over here. Honestly, when did that happen? I do not recall. All right, let's look at what they're willing to offer. It's not going to tell me. That's what I hate about that. They don't tell you any information once you get this here. Let me smash this army first. And of course, this is the same battlefield. We're going to the difference is we didn't spawn up here. We spawned down here at the bridge. Let's see how this plays out. Will they come to the bridge?
Infantry, move!
Or will they
Archers,
turtle?
Move!
Because I'm going to...
Gunners, move! Cavalry, move!
What are they doing? I'm going to send my cav down here and then across the bridge and come in behind them. Because I hope they come right up to the bridge head, form up, like I'm doing here on this side.
Forward! Make a shield
I want you to shield wall up and face directly in this direction.
Footmen! Turn to enemy!
Okay.
Soldiers!
I'm going to have to try to manually do this because they're not doing what I want them to do. Right there.
Forward!
Do that. I want you to try to block that as best you can completely. And of course you can't do it very well. Alright, horse.
Cavalry!
Ooh, I can't get you. I can't get that to click. Let me get a little higher. Maybe it was that rock.
Hold fire!
Let me get up here. No, this is not helping any.
Cavalry!
Alright, archers, come right here.
Move!
That's where I want you. They've got only 32 archers. Their force is gonna be so weak. I'm just don't need to do any of this, but I just oh god, I forgot. I like that invisible wall there. I do like to
Cavalry!
try to have a little strategy and use a little tactics. All right, you go there
Forward! Cavalry!
and you go there.
Move!
That's what I want.
Riders!
We've got about 163 horse. They've got 132 there. So on that one flank, we outnumber them in horse. We're not getting any kills though with the archers
Archers! Fire and work! Move!
because I had turned them off. Let's try that again. Give them a few volleys to find the range and get their bearing, so forth. I think all my horse is across now. Looks like they're actually engaging. So I'm going to have my horse engage their horse.
Attack!
Alright, we're taking out their range units now. Whoa, I should not press the Windows key instead of the Alt key, eh? Alright, now their archers are gonna... They've only got 6 left. So we're gonna march in on them.
Move!
Ah, they're marching in on us. Okay, then stay right here.
Forward!
Hold your position. Ooh. Get the big axe out. And I'm going to try to get around these guys and get behind them. I don't want you.
Cavalry!
All right. Meant to pull out my spear, not the axe. We're gonna let the infantry just hold that bridge for a little bit while we take care of some of these mounted units. I gotta be careful because they might break and run, and I'm not paying attention. Filthy Kuzate. Oh, he might have been that Calradia, whatever they call themselves. Still Kuzates, but not the Kuzate Empire proper. All right, Finn just took him out. the leader there. I guess they are running. Not as much as I would like them to, though. Alright, everybody, charge. Ooh, I got that shield up just in time. He hit me with his farm implement. He still did 1 damage, even though I did get the shield up. I think he did the damage to the horse. Uh-oh, Joe, wake up. All right. Move, move, move. Let's get that banner bearer. Oh, gosh darn. What's the deal here? I'm going to let the guys that are running towards us be. It's these guys that are standing back here taking pot shots.
Horsemen, attack!
The infantry can take care of the guys running towards them. Oh. I didn't even notice that was a Valandian. So focused on that archer. Ugh. Alright, I think all of them are in full flight now. Speed up, speed up, speed up. Ooh. Oh, I almost made it through. There's always a horse in the way. Axe is much quicker. Get out of the way, horse. You'll learn. That one particular scream always amuses me. All right, I lost 0. The army lost 19 overall, holding that shield wall and letting the archers do the work, and then running at them when they were greatly diminished. You notice we took out their archers very quickly, so that was just good tactics. Well done. I can't arrest. That guy's definitely a Khuzate. What? He is Khuzate. How did a male Khuzate? He must have married Latha, the Valant Empire. What? How does a Khuzate married to an Empire lady wind up joining an existing faction of the Valandians? Because this is an original faction of the Valandians. She is the Empire, and he is Khuzate. I don't understand how that happens. Latha married Orest. So Orest was in there first. Who's the leader of this? Denny. Latha married Orest. What about Latha? What does it say about her? Latha married 1109. That's all it says. I don't know how he wound up being a lord, though. Notice it doesn't have a... Oh, his father! His father is Echaron. Okay. All right, so Echaron is an original Valandian lord. He married Denny. Where's Denny? Right here, Denny. And she's now his ex-spouse. So he died. Okay, I get it now. I get it now. He was born into being Valandian, even though his culture is Khuzate. I like to think about these things, see how things are happening behind the scenes. I realize that's probably 3 minutes that you could have done without, but I enjoyed it. All right, let's see what we got here. Now we're gonna go get that castle. As long as I know for sure it's the Khuzaits that are attacking this, although it's a very small garrison now. So the Valanians might be able to... Man, I got so many of these. The Valanians might be able to mount a siege. Yeah, I'm just going to give you everybody. I'm not going to fiddle around. I'm just going to jump in here. 6, 11, 13. It's not too bad, I guess. Ooh, you got way too many people in your dungeon, which means I can't put anybody in it. I don't have anybody anyway. I still think if you're the faction leader, you should still be able to get people out of the dungeons. That's you're the head honcho, you see. That's my opinion. We're gonna give you 3 of these, that and that. Let's see what we got here. Looks like one-handed for Lynn. She's still infantry. I mean, she's still on a horse for now. But she's not a party leader anymore. So governor, I'm just going to go with garrison wages, military tradition. And Jenny is going to get steed killer. And Magnus is going to get 5% recovery rate for every type of food in your party. Or chance for recovery. I'm going to go with the morale. Because morale is always an issue with your companions. And notice that here, when he's in a battle and troops get wounded, your morale lowers. But here it says wounded troops do not increase morale. So it doesn't matter how many get wounded, they're not going to decrease his morale. We're going with that. And that should be everybody. It is. Excuse me. Do I have any prisoners that can be ransomed? Nope. Do they have any money? Probably not. They only got 10,000. Did I just go right by the sheep? Or there is no sheep. All right. I'm going to start low this time because I wasn't able to sell these things. Didn't have enough money last time. And I still got a 0.02 herding penalty. You know what? You can have those 3 Darshis and those 9 Midland Palfreys. Oops, didn't work. There we go. Those 9 Midland Palfreys. Okay. And those 11. I know we're going to run out of money here. That's fine. I don't want the herding penalty. I know we're still got a few troops down, but every battle we grab new horses. I need to go into Dunlaney's or Carban-Seth, someplace I think that has a much better economy to sell this stuff. We may stop at Carban-Seth as we go, but I'm going to look at the... Oh, those were troops. I thought those were prisoners. I should have taken everything if they were troops. My goodness, I wasn't paying attention. Okay, 35, 35, 33. Magnus, we're going to give you...
I'm at your service.
You know what? I'm just going to give you all of these. I don't feel like fooling around with it. There, you've got everybody. Now, who can I take from you? These guys. There we go. And I'm not going to jump back in there because I think they will give more troops to the garrison. So if everybody's topped off, I'm just going to get rid of these 190, 202, and 207. Yeah, we'll just dump these. Do this upgrade. Now, let's head over here to Pendrake. Also, I said I was going to look. No, I don't want to do that right now. Prosperity. Dunlaney's is way more. Okay, I'm going to Dunlaney's, not Carban-Seth. Where is Carban-Seth? Only 5,000. Okay, I'm going to stop at Dunlaney's and see if I can sell this stuff. They should have a lot more dinars. Poor Lycara and poor Sinzianic. I haven't seen him in so long. What are we moving at? 3.6. They've got 126,000. You know what? That 50 helm I can give to one of these wanderers. You can have the 50 helm. Lynn, you've been good to me, but I'm not going to give you the good stuff. I've got to find a town to dump all this stuff in. Now this is a list. 126,000. Woo! 106. I just don't want to sell. That's a lot of stuff to sell. Let's just do it. We're already 65,000 in the hole. It's mind-boggling to me how much dinars worth of equipment I'm carrying around. It doesn't take very long at all. Let's do this again. Boom, boom. All right, 82,000. How long is that going to take? Right, that's it. We're already done. Just that little bit. Wow. Again, I still think I'm carrying over $1 million dinars worth of equipment. 0, exactly. That was 126,647. I cannot get there in time. He's gone. But I can go for Pendrake because that's where they're going and stuffing all the prisoners. So let's get Pendrake out so that they're not able to. When they have prisoners, they have to leave this little area, and they're not able to continue doing this. We'll siege here. Because once we own this castle, they will not be able to stuff their prisoners in it. And they don't want to run around carrying their prisoners because then they'll be slow, despite that they're a smaller party. Plus, I just don't want them to have this castle. All right, I've got 27 minutes left on my timer. I got to tell you, these 2 hours actually feel like they're the right amount of time for each session. I always felt slightly rushed in the 1 hours, but in the 2 hours, like right now, I was thinking, this has been a pretty long session. So I look, and I still got 27 minutes left. So that's feels right. Oh no, the Azrai just took a Sturgian army. The only other... Okay, who was this? Samir. Finally, Vilder was the only army for so long. I'm going to take a look here and see how many prisoners they have after the day changes. I want it to update. All right, now it went from 11 to 12. Oh... They've only got 7 of us prisoner. All right. I'm okay. I'll make this guy, he's the Khuzait clan we have. I'm going to go ahead and say, since every one of them says they want to do it, and I know what's going to happen, though. If we make peace with the Azurai, some other kingdom is going to declare war on us because the AI cannot let us go with just one war for so long. So they will declare on us. And let's see, 14-8. The Khuzaits and the Southern Empire are really the only ones that I think it'll be one of those two. The Khuzaits or the Southern Empire, and probably the Southern Empire. But then again, the Khuzaits, as I said, I did not know they had Ortesia. So that was a surprise to me. But if the Khuzaits declare war on us, then we can get Ortesia back, because you know how long they have to come all the way across the map to defend it. We'll get Pendrake Castle, and then that'll clean up, I think, that'll clean up Battania, or the former Battania. I believe we got Druamore earlier, and I got Ormondfard. I think maybe Lanark Hen. I don't know if it swapped again. I'll have to take a gander when I'm not locked into the map. Yeah, I can't see over there. Sulatha married Nortos. Don't know who either one of those people are. They're just common people, I guess. Just out of curiosity. Sulatha. A Poland's clan. So they're an independent. What do they own? Oh! It's an independent clan that owns Ortesia. They are a vassal of the Khuzaits, though. There's only 5 of them. I don't have any information on Pulan, but Sulatha is 26. She might be... Yeah, she's married to Nortos. This guy is Empire. That's interesting. He is the leader of that, an Empire guy, leader of a Khuzait clan, and they're independent. Meaning they were not an original clan of the Khuzaits. They're still part of the Khuzait Khanate. 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 All right, what do we got here? Let's start with the trebuchets. Sometimes my accent makes it hard for even me to understand. I realize that it may be hard for other people to understand. All right, they don't have any siege engines. They're just now building one? Or they had just a couple and they were immediately destroyed. I'm not certain. Let's go back to the boat, even though I hardly ever actually use it. Only once I run in. They've got 309 defenders. Let's see what this castle looks like as far as layout. Level 1 wall, so we won't have towers, we'll have ramps. And they'll just run the ramps up there and run up them. I'm definitely going to go for this guy right here because he's elevated, I can see.
Go!
These guys are moving over here for some reason. Let's look at the walls of this place. This place has been battered hard. I don't know by who, because I think it's been a long time. Look at the walls. I'm starting to think that's just a graphics glitch, because we haven't fought. I haven't seen any notification that anybody's been fighting over this castle for a very long time. Wow, they must be poorer than I thought. They can't even afford to repair the castle? This thing is in bad shape. You guys are caught up on the edge of this. More great programming. Okay. Wow. It's just too far. This elevation. I got to get used to this elevation. Let's come back down here. We're basically the same level as that wall, I believe. Still got to go down more. I'm going to go down to that second notch. Right there. Make up your mind, dude. You want to come back here to this end. This is the business end. That guy was just walking by there, minding his own business. Hit him right in the head. Sheena got a skill in medicine. That's good. I don't see him. I'm not sure where that tower is going to go. I think it's going to go right there. Oh, yep, that's where it's going. That's a little slightly further than where I was going, so I'm going to bump it back up a tad. Come on, dude. Get your head out of your rear. All right, 50% of their forces are done, and we haven't even breached the walls yet. So this is my goal always, is try to have at least 50% of their forces done before we even touch the walls. Wow. All right, they're running up one guy. There goes someone else who's taking his time. Finally, he got interested. All right, I'm not going to wait anymore. I think it'll be over with by the time I get there. I can't get an invisible wall where the rocks are here. Outstanding. Six inches of rock stopped me from going over them. Guys, you can just run up there and spread out. You don't need to... Oh, that... Okay, he fell off. He's still alive, though. He was getting ready to spring that bill hook, and he fell off. He's just blocking everything. Because we can't get any proper hits on him. There's too many of us. All right. Don't just stand there. Go ahead and spread out. What number are you? Number 4. Attack. There you go. Very seldom that I give an order during sieges, but they were just standing there doing nothing. And we've obviously won. I don't know why they didn't just push in. I'm not trying to get up there now because there's no point in it. Just let them do their little dance and get out of my way. Now I can try. See them falling off the sides? That's it. Like I said, there was no point in it. All right. I got 1 point in engineering. Wow, we got 237 gold. They were truly poor. Truly 237 gold. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? We're going to show mercy. Going to manage castle. I'm not going to forget this time. And I'm going to... The loyalty's in the bin, as my Brit friends would say. So I'm going to leave it just on festival and games. Not going to do anything else. I'll let whoever takes the castle decide what they want to do with it. But we got to get the loyalty up first. Let's look at the garrison. 144. It's pretty strong. Pretty strong. I'm going to take that spearman. That hunter. I mean, those soldiers. I'll leave the hunter. And the woodsman. I'll take these warriors. That's fine. I'm going to leave. I'm going to give you some prisoners. Then we're going to give you some troops. I think I'm going to give you these 2. No, we'll leave that. These 8. And this 1. Okay. What's the nearest? Probably is Dunlanny's. All right, what I wanted to look at, let's look at the Valandians. Let's look at the first actual Dayrathard. They're poor. These are the actual... They're poor. Poor. I think they're all going to be poor, except maybe the first 5 or so. They don't have any money. Well, they have a certain amount. The AI always has a set amount. It can't go lower than. Average. Okay. Day Aramac. Yeah, these 4 might have a little money. This is poor. This is poor. And this, so the only one that has money is Day Aramac. And that's the leader, Malpert. He's the ruler of the Vlandians. What does he own? Abcomer. So they do have Abcomer Castle. All right, let's head in that direction. Let's stop at Dunlanny's. How many troops did they get rid of? Quite a few. Am I over on what? Prisoners? We'll give them to you.
I'm at your command.
Thank you, daughter. Let's give you some prisoners. I'm going to give you some of these. Oh, what happened there? Come back down here. I'll give you some of these. There. Then we'll stop. Okay, now that we own this, I'm going to hit Pendrake, Glentor, and Lindhorn, and then stop in Dunlanny's, and we're going to go look at Abcomer. "12 ranged troops." That is just so sad. They give all the ranged troops out. We're going to hit Glentor. Heck, I may even run over to Flintog. Owner of Pendrake Castle. Nope, I don't want to make peace with the Vlandians. Not interested. Not interested. Not interested. That's really the only advantage in my opinion, the major advantage of being the faction leader is that you can control when peace. Again, as long as you've got the influence, you can control when peace is declared. All right, who owns Carban Seth? Osvin. You own Cianon. That's close enough. I'm going to give that to you. Vilder, Fafin, and Bomer, the people who are doing all the work, keep voting for me. The ones who keep making armies. I haven't seen an army by Borenkar for quite some time. He's the Kuzate that kept making armies. Let me check if they're poor again. They were poor to start with. I gave them Charis, and then they went to average. What are they now? They're rich. Okay, and they still have Charis. Very good. Hasn't... I think Abcomer... Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, down here. You clowns. How did you get that? Wow. I'm missing a lot. The Kuzate's got this, and the Vlandians got that. That's going to be the one I leave. I'm going to leave one castle so that we might have a chance to recruit if I see them. Now we're going to go to Hongard, I think. These guys keep fighting over this one, so it's going to be continually fought over, but they're not going for Hongard or Talaville yet, so I'm going to go for Hongard after I've recruited. We're going to go down here to Siordis. We've got to have some more ranged troops. I'd like to say that I finished off the Vlandians in this episode. It's not going to happen with only 12 minutes left. Even if I wanted to, we couldn't get all these sieged. But I do think I will leave that one castle down there in Empire lands, because there's always a chance that they will harass the Empire. All right, 28, 19, and 17. So we'll go with you. Drastically always short of archers. All right, this is going to come. And again, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not making peace with the Vlandians until I'm ready to make peace with the Vlandians. Look, they've inflicted more casualties because they keep grouping up. But now that we've got that castle, they can't just hover around there and keep running back into the castle, because it's an enemy castle. They got to move down here again, get them out of this area. Does it tell me what the Azrai want to do? Oh, we've already made peace with the Azrai. Hang on. What are they paying us? Or what are we paying them, more than likely? Okay, they're paying us $36.50. What does this offer? 27. Yeah, we're going to decline that and keep what we got. Some more archers. More everything, really. Constantly recruiting, constantly recruiting. And these big when you're on a mission and you're constantly engaged in warfare, it does get tedious after a while to have to constantly recruit over and over and over again. And there's a small way to alleviate that a little bit. I could release my units. I could take from them, top myself off and then release them, and they would go around recruiting if you're not at war. But if they're at war, they're liable to join another army and just lose what little bit of troops they have left. So it's not... And this little thing here, when it comes to diplomacy, you can set balanced defensive or offensive. And it says different things. Your vassals will be more inclined to take defensive actions against the enemy, such as responding to enemy raids and sieges. Or on offensive, your vassals will be more inclined to take the offensive actions. But in reality, it doesn't do anything. And it was only added late in production because everybody was complaining. But in reality, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't affect anything. What we really need is a setting that says, do not take my vassals into your army. That's what we need. Where am I going anyway? Where are you headed to? Why are you going to Legata? I don't have any idea why I clicked on Legata. If I did. If I did, it was a mistake. I guess we got no choice but to get these recruits. I'll head back to Cantrek. All right, Samir is going to take Abcomer. So I'm definitely going to go to Hungard. How big is your army, Samir? 460. Well, it was about 800. You're already more than half wounded. So I think someone just jumped you. I think a party just jumped you because there's no way Abcomer has that many troops in it. And it's got, I can see it's wood, so it's level 1 walls. Yeah, you've only got 1 troop left. There's some army there that's attacked you. Let me see if I can get over there. Doggone it. The Vlandians. Well, heck, let me go ahead and hit land again. Look at this. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Where are they going to? They're going to have to go back into Abcomer. That's the closest place, closest location they have. Let me run down here. Samir, my friend, how do you let the Vlandians take you out? That's embarrassing to be quite frank. I don't know how you're going to show your head in the mead hall. I guess I should have said face. I don't know how you're going to show your face in the mead hall. Where are you going now? Pencanak to siege. All right, I'm going to let him go to Pencanak because I can't run him down. He's much smaller, 3 times smaller than me. He's got another army, so I'm going to attack them once they get, I don't care how many troops they get, I'm going to attack them because you know they're all recruits. Nobody. How many down am I right now? 191, 199. Okay, we still need some. Let's go here. This town is a smoking mess. The Vlandians, where do they get all these troops from? They got to be all recruits. All right, let's see what I can... How many do we need? 3, 4, so we need 7. I don't have 7 to be recruited as far as... I can recruit 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. I just do it that way. I don't really lose a lot of horse troops. So I can afford to recruit a couple and give them to you. And if I need them in the future, I can just take them. There you go. We still need some troops. All right, let's go over to Pencanak. Can I still not recruit here? They're just recruiting everything out of that little village. Let me hit Abcomer. We'll take out this 700, 800, almost 900 man army, I guess. I can't see if there's a third one. No. We got 5 minutes. Can I take these guys out in 5 minutes? I don't think so. And actually, can I make it here? Oh, they just finished. They just started. I think I made a mistake by going all the way up here. Let's come back. I think they'll take this before I can get there because it's only 180. Oh, they haven't started. All right, well, let's jump on them. Let's see. I have a bow, so let's put my glaive and avalanche. And we're gonna take them, even though I've only got 4 minutes left. 790. That's impressive. They was able to get 790 troops. It honestly is. With the amount of money they do not have, the fact that they could get that many troops. Now let's see what they're gonna do. They're coming towards us, so we're gonna go. This is the same battlefield I fought on. Even though you didn't see the first two, this is probably the 5th time I fought on this battlefield.
Cavalry! Move! Troops! Move!
Let's go right back and take up that defensive position, even though we're the power. They're still coming.
Troops! Forward!
Archers right here. Infantry right there.
Cavalry! Soldiers!
Cav right there.
Move! Horsemen!
Another cav right behind that little rise right there.
Forward!
Okay. 353. 3. All right. Hold your fire. Hold your fire. Get in position. It's more important you get into position. Bowman, what are you doing? Come on.
Stand apart!
Infantry loose. It's a horse charge we're dealing with here. Get those spears out. There's a lord. Garmin. I wonder if he can tell me where to go. Okay. Get out of the way, horse. All right, archers now fire. I'm really surprised they ran right in on us like that when we have the balance of power. Because we are the aggressor. We attacked them. They were sieging. Whoever the leader of this army is very aggressive. Because, I mean, think about it. If you've played this game, how often do you see the AI, when they're under strength, charge you? I think the number one thing, well, not the number one of the many complaints I see about the game is that the AI likes to turtle up. How do I get them to engage me? And that's true, but that's why I'm so surprised that they... I wonder if Mulam is the leader of this army. All right, let's go shield wall. These horse out of the way. Out of the way, horse. Come on, move down, line up. Whoa. That doggone. Are they still coming? All right, hold off. Get back in position. Now fire again. Horse, you're still holding up. That's good. Now what are they doing? 305, they're running. Okay. Everybody charge. They're running. Oh my God, I did not know I could swing my spear. That was just pure accident. I did not know I could swing it. All this time and I could swing the spear? Yeah, I'm an idiot. I really did not know that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Absolutely. Gee whiz. Okay. I made a mistake and pulled out my spear and didn't pull out my shield and pressed the button and he just automatically started swinging. I did not know I could do that. Because it's got much better reach than the axe. There's the 2 hour mark. Woo! 366. $222 on the horse. Just a moment. Now I'll knock that alarm off. We won the battle.
Everyone charge!
According to the music, they now officially fleeing. Wow. Why didn't you guys tell me I could swing this? I guess I could have looked at it. I bet it's got an icon that says swingable damage, don't it? Do you know how long it's been since I looked at... I haven't even looked at the stats on this axe for... I couldn't tell you how long. Months! Possibly 8 months or so. I don't know how long I've had this particular thing. I guarantee you this. I'm going to look at it as soon as this battle's over with. I don't care what time I'm on. We got 1 archer. That's it. Is that everybody? Yep.
Everyone, attack!
That's it. Okay. All right, I lost 2 spearmen, which is fine. One, 2,
Enough.
3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this is the guys from the army that got taken.
Your help was most welcome.
2. Hey, there you are, buddy. You were in an army. You have been doing really good. I just want you to know that. All right, we got a lot of troops. I'm gonna take them all and then distribute them. Okay, first things first. Swing damage. 2-handed. Oh, it's a glaive. Of course it's a glaive. I knew that. When did I start thinking it was a spear? Oh my God, how long? I bet 182 swing damage. I bet I can go back 20 or 30 videos ago and find out that I was actually swinging this thing. And I just forgot. Wow. It's been a long glaive the whole time. I've just been an idiot. Okay. That's embarrassing. Really is. That's embarrassing. A lesser man would cut all that out, but hey, I'm an idiot sometimes. What are you going to do? All right, let's look at how many troops.
I'm at your command.
Father, I'm at your command. Okay, you've got no sturgeons, but you can handle some more. Problem is you're full of troops. So I can't really give you any troops. We'll address that in just a moment. No sturgeons. You can only handle a few more. And Magnus?
I'm at your service.
Yes, you are. You got anything for me, buddy? You got Lucan. Nope. You can only handle a few. But I'm going to stuff you regardless. And I really can't hold 340. It's because I have all those extra troops. I can't believe I forgot I had a long glaive. I don't know why I got in my head it was a spear. I don't know when that happened. Okay, let's look at this. Everybody's full. I'm just going to try to jump. I'm going to lose a lot of troops. But I think it's worth it because Pinkanak is attacked over and over and over. I didn't lose any troops. I'm going to put the vast majority of these troops in the garrison. Look, they can't even take all of them. Or are these sturgeons? They're all sturgeons. Okay. Let's see what I want to keep. I want to keep you. You know, the ones that cost a lot of money. Actually, that's all I want to keep. Unless there's any more sturgeons. I don't want the brigand. We'll keep looking. Nope. 192 troops added to them. And then I'm going to get rid of the elite pike because it's a mercenary. And then is there anybody I can sell or ransom? Nope. Well, we'll do trade first. They've only got 9,000. Probably just get rid of this looted stuff that the army had from looting villages. Attacking caravans. That's going to take it all right there. Let's go down here. I don't like mules. I just don't like them. Yeah, I'll just take it. All right, let's jump out and trade some troops here. All I'm going to do now, my timer is up, and I've got about 37 troops to distribute. So all of my troops right now, even though I'm over Sturgeon, so I'm going to give these Sturgeon troops amongst my 3 companions here. And then everything or anything I take from them, I'm going to dump in the garrison. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and I'll catch you next time. Adios.